Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. Today we are just going to jump right back into the story. I feel like we are getting super close to where we are leaving off. So yeah, super excited. Episode 9, here we go. Oh, we're back in the bad guy lair. Damn it, says Fire Opal. The wolfman dunks his arms into a soapy water mixture and growls. He got them pink gloves on and everything, my god. Sick of doing all this crap. Nobody around here ever cleans a damn thing. Come take the trash out, Opal. Do the laundry, Opal. Mop out the slime dripping from the ceiling, Opal. I always do the dirty work while the rest of those jerks lays around. The cat boy drops another stack of dirty dishes next to Opal. Do you have something you want to say to us? Labra appears shortly behind him with a glass of what used to be tea. Yeah, in fact, I was reading up on earth animals. Did you know that the two of you are just like cat and pandas? Oh, that makes sense. Pandas are like like earth celebrities. Everyone falls on their feet to please them. I mean, they are really cute. And cats have been worshipped as deities. I guess even someone as stupid as you can recognize my godlike brilliance. And if that's what you think, if that's what you want to think, then fine. I was just thinking more along the lines of how stupid and useless they are. I heard that. Did you know Opal is just like a dog onyx? Bro, don't even. I'm a dog person. I will not take this slander. They are filthy mongrels that bark incessantly. I mean, that's my dogs. It's crazy and lick their own butts. Okay, yeah. That sounds just like my dogs. Surprisingly, Opal doesn't react all that much to hear her dig. He shrugs and keeps at cleaning, or scrubbing. I'd rather be loud and energized than a useless, lazy moron that struggles to keep its own species alive. If that's the case, then go pick on some cleaning supplies. There's a sticky liquid leaking from the ceiling again. Mop it up. Fine, but I'm only doing it because I live here too, and if I didn't clean, you losers would drown in your own filth. And if I see those Crystal Warrior wimps out there, I'll squash them. Doesn't he remember? Miss Jonesy said he's not allowed to fight this week because he's a sloppy moron and is incapable of yeah. One of us will have to go out there and take over. The two of them rub their chins in an exaggerated, quizzical manner, as if they're seriously pondering what they should do. You do it. I don't feel like it. Okay. So, what do you think of my peanut butter cinnamon apple pancakes? When I said you should prioritize meals over snacks, I didn't mean this. Diana hesitantly takes another bite out of her pancake. She started with 3, but so far has only eaten half. She might not profess a love of sweets, but it really does look like she's fighting back a smile after every bite. But how does it taste? Well, it may be a bit sweet, but there's no denying that apples are capable of unifying peanut butter, cinnamon, and pancakes. Without apples, I don't think the other 3 would be as good as they are together. You think the apples are the uniter? And not the pancakes? I would say my cinnamon pancakes and peanut butter pancakes are just as good. Diana takes another bite. Well, they're very filling. I think I'll have more than enough energy for today. So what do you got planned anyways? She beams and huffs out her chest with pride. As a royal knight of the Princess Rosalia, is that Rosalia, right? Not our Rosa? It's important I keep my mind, body, and heart tools polished. And of course, I have been keeping my body in shape. Diana's body is pretty strong. She isn't as muscular as Amy, but I can tell she's someone who takes physical training seriously. Then again, I'm always seeing that physical training. She set up a fairy-sized gym here, and she does a lot of yoga? I gotta say though, I wonder what she would look like working out in her human form. Fairy workouts are kind of ridiculous to watch. And I have been diligently exercising my mind. I'm honestly not sure if I would call Diana smart or not. She's capable of a little magic at least, but she's never really done any studying. I feel I've not been making sure to keep my heart as radiant as well. I don't think that's true. You're always pretty supportive to me, Diana. Even though we've only known each other for about a month, I can confidently say you're a caring friend. Thank you, Val. Her eyes sparkle and she looks like she's about to cry a little. But a knight's heart is not made radiant by just friendship and love. To be a true knight requires the pursuit of delivering kindness unto others and self-sacrifice. Like volunteering at a soup kitchen? That's right. Those who care for and protect others are those with the most radiant of heart jewels. But I can't just volunteer at kitchens and shelters. I don't think you would be able to, even if you wanted. Why not? Well, volunteer organizations like that do background checks. Well, I have a squeaky clean background, so I don't see that as a problem. No, the thing is, as far as any government on Earth is concerned, you don't exist. No ID, no address, no social security number, no background to check. That does sound like a problem. But as I was saying before, a knight such as myself must pursue good deeds benefiting of our honor. And in my research, there does not seem anything more appropriate for a knight's honor than helping the elderly cross the street. Diana, I don't think there's that many old people out there who actually need help crossing the street. But I see it on TV all the time. Surely, if they're decapitated, what? Surely if they're depicted so often, that must happen as often as well, right? Maybe Diana does need to work on sharpening her mind a little bit more. I know she hasn't been here for long, but there's a difference between real TV and life. Real life and TV. So I plan spending today seeking an opportunity. I think there must be a more productive ways than spending the day, but if you're determined, well, how do you plan to spend your day? That's a good question. I can go and get ice cream with Alex and Liam, and Amy might even tag along. I could go to the museum with Sophie and Ethan, or I can go shopping with Zachary and Clover. But then again, maybe there's something else I should be doing today. What should I do? I want to get ice cream with Alex and Liam. That's my top choice. I'm planning on spending the day at an ice cream date with two total hotties. A date with two people at the same time? Isn't that a bit... Relax, it's not an actual date. I'm just going out for ice cream with Alex, Liam, and Amber. Oh, I didn't know Amber was gonna be here. Oh, that's a bad choice. I know some girls who have two boyfriends at the same time, but I think that might be a bit overwhelming for me. Wait, you said two hotties. Which two are you talking about? Are you calling Amber a hottie? I was thinking about Liam and Alex when I said two hotties. Amy is definitely a looker, but she seems so much more grown up, at least when she's not being gross. Alex and Liam are only a year ahead of me, so I barely see them as significantly more mature than me. But Amy? I don't know. Did she say she was older than Alex? And she's a knight. She's probably got a few more years of experience under her belt. I wonder if hottie is even the word to use for an older woman like her. I think Amy's different from Alex and Liam. So you're calling Liam a hottie? Wait, is that better or worse than calling Amy a hottie? Well, I'm not sure. What if I'm just saying Alex is such a hottie that he counts as two? Diana stares at me a moment before side-eyeing me. I'll leave you be on this topic. Sometimes Diana can be naively cute, but other times, well, if she was my backpack right now, I would zip it closed. Shrugging my shoulders as Diana walks off, I pull out my phone and I start texting Alex to let him know I'm gonna take him up on his offer. Half an hour later, I hear my phone buzz. It's a message from Alex saying he's here with Liam and Amber. Diana has left and I finished my most of my homework. As I go out the door, I feel a great sense of freedom. Waving to Alex, Liam, and Amber, however, I suddenly feel a hand on my shoulder. Ooh, Mama here. Val, I know you want to go out with your friends this afternoon, but can you help move some boxes real quick? It should only take a moment. I need to finish some work in the kitchen. Sure thing, Mama. Just let me explain the situation to them real quick and I'll be there to help. As Mama goes back into the house, I rush over to Alex's car. It's not the fanciest car in the world, but the fact that he's got one at all is still really cool. And Alex has his usual goofy smile in the driver's seat. Liam's in the passenger seat and gives me a gaze before turning his head to the other side. And Amy? Reading a book in the back seat? Hey guys, how's it going? Pretty good. I'll be a few minutes before I'm able to go. I need to help Mama move some boxes. Oh, if that's the case, do you need any help, bro? Having some help always speeds things up. It would be nice, but the boxes will be moved into some pretty tight places. Only 2 people can get through at a time. Then one of us can go with you while the others wait in the car. That would work. Who should I ask help from? Let's see if we can get him to actually do anything. Alex is driving and Amy is reading. But is Liam going to be doing much all today? He's paying for the ice cream, but paying for stuff isn't work. Hey Liam, could you hand me a hand? Lend me a hand? Why did you specify me? You look like you could use some lifting and stretching. She's right, you know.
Fine.
I'll go help. Do your best, bro. I feel like Alex would have been the better choice, or even Amy. But I like Liam. I like Liam. He's my ship. That's my ship. I've lifted the boxes by myself before, so I know how heavy they're supposed to be. And if I'm working with someone else, it should be half as heavy. But that isn't what's happening. It feels like Liam is doing most of the lifting. If I wanted him to do all the work, I would have said so. Hey Liam, do you know you don't have to lift these all by yourself? You're the one who asked for help. Yeah, I did. I can't see. Hold up. Yeah, I did ask for help. Oh my god, my screen glitched for a second. Yeah, I did ask for help because I thought it would go faster to split the work. If you wanted that, why didn't you get Alex, the literal team player? If Liam wants to use that chain of logic... The fan art is so cute. Fan art. The little chibi art is what I'm trying to say. That's so cute. Are you saying that the student council president isn't a team player? That's awful worrisome. Wasn't your face on a bunch of posters saying that you wanted to work together with all of your classmates? I wasn't the one who designed those posters and placed them up. Of course he wasn't.
Whatever.
Aside from that, my position is one of leadership and administration, not to be everyone's friend. So you're not my friend? He pauses for a concerning amount of time. You're an acquaintance. Me and Liam begin bending over to pick up another box. He's still refusing to split the weight between us, and a privileged one at that. Cause I've been to your man cave. Oh my god, look at her face, it's so cute. The box very quickly starts getting heavier and I brace my legs. Did I strike a nerve?
Don't do that.
I like messing with Liam, but that seems like a boundary. You're home away from home? I nearly lose my balance as I feel the box weight lighten up. I guess that's a better term for it. A home away from home would be a beach house. An apartment that's only 20 minutes away is just a personal sanctuary. Jeez, lay off with the prestigiousness, lettuce boy. Lettuce boy! A personal sanctuary that costs $2,900 a month?
Well,
$2,850 a month. I'm going to make Liam's wallet bleed today. But yes, you're the only one who's been getting to it, though. Or you're the only one who's been to it, though Alex has been begging to come over repeatedly ever since he found out about it. But I'd rather him not treat it as a hangout. So instead of letting your best friend over, the only person you've ever let in is a random girl from school that you don't even see as a friend?
seriously?
What are you implying? I'm just looking at it from your point of view. As we move the box into the shelf, I think of something that would get Liam flustered. Or will be something I regret saying whenever I see him, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh my god. But it's probably easier to write me off as a girl acquaintance than as a girl friend. Gender has nothing to do with it. I see that blush. Shut up. I see that blush. Gender has nothing to do with it. Besides, you're the one who took the initiative to go there. I didn't have much of a say in the matter. If it makes you feel any better, you can intrude on my room after this.
No.
I'd rather not. Ever been in a girl's room before? Yes, and I would prefer not whatever state your room is in for my first experience. My room's clean, for the most part. After a few minutes, we finally finished with the boxes. Despite my insistence, Liam kept doing most of the lifting, but we're done now, so I can't exactly complain. Thanks for the help, Liam. You're welcome. Mama, we're done with the boxes. Mama comes out of the kitchen. See, this is the interaction that I wanted. I wanted her to see this man. Look at him. Look at him, Mama. Good. Have a nice time with your friends. Mama notices Liam and then looks at me. Oh, is this a new friend? I want to say no to get back at Liam for saying I'm a privileged acquaintance, but that's more trouble than it's worth. Yes, he's Liam. He's been helping me study. Mama reaches her hand out to Liam for a handshake. It's nice to meet you, Liam. Thank you for helping my Valerie. Liam reaches out and returns the handshake. Or at least I think he's trying, but I'm not one receiving the handshake. He seems hesitant. The pleasure's all mine. I smiled! The pleasure's all mine. Well, at least he's speaking politely and confidently. But he a bit quickly breaks the handshake, which seems a bit rude. I should let the two of you get going, but thank you for helping Valerie out with school. Why is he sparkling? Oh, Valerie is a pleasure to tutor. He's got the fakest smile I've ever seen in my entire life. He's either lying or he's really enjoying bullying me. Either way, I'm definitely making his wallet bleed this afternoon. Well, we're going, Mama. I'll see you later. So what was with that handshake? It's common courtesy. I know that, but what was with your grip, rich boy? Was there something wrong with it? It was totally limp and lifeless, don't you know? You're supposed to give a nice firm grip. At best, it makes you look insecure. At worst, it makes you look like you don't like my mom. As we approach the car, Liam turns his face back towards my home, and then he turns his head back to the car. You can ride in the front. Huh? Liam gave me no response as he entered the back of Alex's car. He keeps his body turned completely away from Amy. Sighing, I get into the front of the car. Yo, Liam, got a good workout in there, bro? I thought I did, but apparently my handshake is weak. It's rude. Liam's just not a toucher. Whenever I give him a H to H, what? He seems to get too eager about it. An H to H? Handshake dog? When you're as close as me and Liam are, sometimes a handshake isn't enough. Liam hugs you? That's surprising. Do you think of me as being a socially maladjusted? Maladjusted? Yeah, kind of. On one hand, Liam is really popular and somehow became student council president out of no effort of his own. On the other, he's really mean and stuck up and only has one friend seeing him as a I'm privileged and only has one friend seeing as I am a privileged acquaintance. No, I didn't see you as the hugging type. You're right, I'm not. Alex just brings me into hugs for out of nowhere. So you are socially maladjusted. Now Amy is the one to talk. She admitted herself the other day that she's not that good making friends either. Nah, Liam's just Liam. He's like a like a caramel dark chocolate. He's like caramel dark chocolate. Tastes a bit strong on the outside, but sticks with you once you get to know him. Exactly. Can we please get going? That's my bro, straight to the point. Although I don't know if he took it the way we meant. Liam showed me a loyal side I wasn't expecting when he joined the team. Once we get to the ice cream parlor, I allow my nose to take in the sweet aroma of frozen delights. It's been so long since I've been able to appreciate the rich smell of ice cream. But which one is the richest and which one would hit Liam's wallet the most? I could just get 10 scoops of something, but I'm pretty sure that's socially unacceptable. I should limit myself to about 5 scoops, but not in a cone. I need to really make Pretty Boy's wallet bleed here, so I'm gonna listen to my inner gourmet. So Liam, what are you getting? You know I always get when I go out for ice cream. I'm not feeling any urge to go for anything different, so I'm only getting a vanilla. That sounds so much like him. I was gonna say either like vanilla or like pistachio. Just a vanilla? I know this man so well. Oh my god. I did not expect that it was gonna actually say that. It's just what I feel like he would like. A vanilla with pistachio. There's my bro. Always knows how to have himself a good time. What about you, Val? I'm getting a 5-scoop 3-banana sundae with extra fudge covered with premium nut mixes and topped with fried donuts and double cherries. Are you sure you're gonna be able to eat all that before it melts? Or that you won't eat it so fast that you'll get a brain freeze? Not to mention, I don't know if you should be getting something you won't be able to entirely eat when someone else is paying, bro. And it's one thing to enjoy a good time when someone's paying for it, but it's another to let it go to waste. Alex was really hyping up Liam from paying for this time. Where did this concern come from? It's fine. I doubt any food will go to waste with Amber around after all. Liam coming to my defense from Alex? I wasn't expecting this. Maybe I should order something different. And besides, getting a brain freeze requires having a brain. Nope, I'm changing my mind now. Ha, well that's what you said to me when we first went out for ice cream together. And I have never seen you with a brain freeze. I would say my judgment is accurate, but considering your taste in ice cream, is there something odd about Alex's taste in ice cream? He's a connoisseur of spicy ice cream. Heck yeah! A connoisseur? You're always so kind with your words, bro. I don't think those are kind words considering he called both of us brainless moments earlier. But maybe I should try and get even more on my ice stuff on my Sunday since he's being more kind than he usually is. Thinking about it, it would be cool if I add root beer to my Sunday. Pretty please, Liam. I'll even let you have the cherries on top. No. What's that look for? Don't try and sweet talking me like that. But how else are you supposed to talk to an ice cream talk in an ice cream parlor other than sweet talking? Get his little three. Oh, I didn't know what it said. Up, back. Don't encourage her, Alex. It's cutesy to point at the. Wait, what? Don't encourage her, Alex. It's cutesy to point of. It's cutesy to the point of embarrassment. Ah, okay, okay. Did you called her cute? Bro, did you just call Valerie cute? And do I see a blush? Okay, maybe not. Not yet. I'm still on this Liam route. Where's the blush? Where's those red ears? As cute as a mass-produced birthday card. Those can be pretty cute. They're also try-hard targeting over sentimental grandmas. But you called Val cute, and then you equated her to birthday cards. And if birthday cards appeal to grandmas, and Val was trying to appeal to you? Does that mean you're a grandma? Haha. Amber, what are you getting? Amy turns around from the counter where the staff has suddenly started chiming little bells. I want to see what this Tower of Babel is like, so I'm getting 2 of them. Oh my god, that's probably a challenge, and they're probably going to be huge. With a name like Tower of Babel and the staff ringing bells, that must be the apex of their menu. My eyes hone in on the description provided by the menu board. Built upon an ice cream cake, this tower of sweets will be a memorable tower for all those who aim for icy bliss. We ring our bells in honor of those with a sweet tooth brave enough to take on the tower's caramel fudge foundations. It supports built with handmade hard candies and waffles and extended throughout with macarons, donuts, and nuts. We are not liable for any injuries, debts, or expenses related to the Tower of Babel. Please do not lick the bottom of the bowl. Why not? I want to clean everything. I can respect a biblical reference when it's used for a meal of biblical proportions. But Ames, I think you'll get really sick if you eat 2 of those. Don't worry about it, Alex. I've never been bested by food before. The Tower of Babel represented mankind inviting disaster upon themselves via their hubris, bro. How do you just know stuff like this? I don't even know that. And I think you'll be visited by your own hubris if you actually get those. Isn't that pride? I literally read that in Percy Jackson the other day. Because that's Annabeth's trait, her fatal flaw. Also, they're pretty pricey, bro. I don't think Liam will actually buy them for you. It's only $60. Liam takes a wad of $50 bills out of his pocket. That's a bargain when you consider that what's entailed with the purchase. Sometimes you're a picky cactus with a wig and a pair of glasses, you know. But even cactuses can grow roses, and I suppose this rose is of generosity. Look at her face. Thank you. Liam, oh, he's smiling. Oh. Liam hands Amy the money and she excitedly pays for the 2 towers. I didn't know she could say words like that, but she's right. It is pretty nice of you to be taking us out like this. But what did Amy do to get you to splurge on her like that when I'm here asking you for things nicely? First of all, she didn't try to childlessly tug at my heart. Secondly, I'm only interested in seeing Amber suffer from her own poor decision making. Liam, I thought with our conversation now, we established you're a granny. Grannies aren't supposed to be generous. Aren't grannies supposed to be generous to little kids and help them stay out of trouble? I don't know her exact age, but Amber is absolutely older than all of us. And stop calling me a granny. What if I call you a cute granny? Liam reaches into his wallet and proceeds to hand me the money. Shut up and get your ice cream. I know that's his money and everything, but he doesn't have to be so rude about it. Can he ever just play along? As I sit down, I take a moment to appreciate the sundae. Mama and Daddy once told me that food preparation leaves fingerprints, and for a while I thought that it meant it literally. That I needed to be on guard and make sure I wasn't getting food from someone with dirty hands. But actually, they meant that every chef's dishes has its own unique characteristics, even if it's undetectable to human eyes. That's not the case with this ice cream parlor, though. I can't tell the difference between my own actual fingerprints, but there's no denying they give generous servings here, and I'm pretty sure that the banana is bigger than my forearm. You okay, Val? Yeah, I just didn't know they gave out such full plates here. Well, one thing to keep in mind is that the parlor was founded by a Latin American family. That explains the serving size. Then why did you give me such a small scoop? Liam holds out an ice cream cone with a single scoop on it. Maybe they know you maintain a rigorous diet to maintain your handsome look and sharp figure. I don't know about that, Alex. I'm getting... God, she's always popping the muscles out. I'm getting a lot more than 4 eyes. I'm getting a lot more than 4 eyes, and I'm maintaining my perfect figure, you know? It just automatically... Sleeve, okay? Regrowing her sleeves. That's true, but you gotta account for calorie burning. Liam's pretty active a lot of the time, but you're active all the time. Liam does more than sleeping and looking bored? I dedicate time to what I find interesting. Come to think of it, what does Liam find interesting? Even though he has his own apartment, I thought it would be a model home at first with how bare bones it was. I guess I could believe that, but why was there nothing in your private getaway? It looks like an ad rather than a house. There were no posters, no video games, no sports, no nothing. Ideally, that's what homes should look like. And not cluttered? Someone's getting defensive over a lack of interest, you know. Hey, show some restraint. Liam has a lot of interest. Like, he plays soccer, or at least he used to. He also plays the violin. Wait, I'm pretty sure he quit that too. I wonder why he quit. Though, speaking of sports, Liam, you seem to know your way around a bow and arrow. Are you into archery? No. Which is befuddling. Maybe you just have an innate art talent for it, bro. I don't think... That's not the case at all, Alex. Amy interrupts Liam as she's dismantling the first of the 2 tower of babbles. If Blondie over here tried using a bow and arrow right now, he'd put an eye out, you know? How do you shoot yourself in the eye with an arrow? Doesn't that seem like something you could do on accident? That you didn't need to put it like that, but I figured as much. Something bothering you, Liam? It's just the sheer difference between who we are as in and outside of battles is something I found a bit strange. While I'm sure that I would have an easy time learning, I have 0 archery skills in this form. The way I see it, it's more like our transformations allow us cross-reference to make sure we're carrying out movements we want to carry, you know? Huh? Basically, like, we just know how to do stuff because something is telling us how. Something that's got a whole lot of knowledge, you know? Like the inner voice that told us how to summon our weapons, you know? When I first transformed, I remember hearing a voice. It sounded like mine, except not really. Is that the reference she's talking about? So, like, checking a math book to make sure you're doing the correct formula, except we check inside our hearts for this magic knowledge? Yeah, that's it, Red. Considering everything else, I don't have much of a standing when it comes to criticize that theory, but if that's the case, where are all the cross-reference being made to? Beats me, you know. Could be the same source as everything else. Could be like a collective memory of all previous warriors. Personally, I did my research so I don't need it, but yous do, you know? Alex looks bothered by this discussion. Should I say something? Yo, Alex, what's up? I think Alex does understand, but something is bothering him. Hey, Alex, what's on your mind? I understand the part where we're able to fight due to getting information sent to our heads from somewhere, but I'm not confident about the morality of whatever that source may be. Huh? I'm not really thinking how this information influences our minds. It's just instinctive. It doesn't give us detailed plans or anything. But even if it is instinctive, what if we instantly go with overly brutal and aggressive attacks? I don't see what the problem is, Alex. I don't think we need to hold back on the nightmares. They're not really, like, alive or anything. I think nightmares are just violent puppets. You shouldn't be wasting any sympathy on them, you know? It should be the opposite, in fact, since we want to save the folks being turned into them. I know that, bro. But this ain't about the nightmares. This is about us. It's good you're considering the moralities of this at all. But we can't afford to approach nightmares like they're opponents in a duel. They're less than parasites, you know? As long as innocent folks aren't being harmed, anything goes. Anything? Double tapping nightmares is just common sense, you know? Liam shifts a bit nervously and turns his attention to his meal. And what about the nightmare agents? After everything they've done to what? Chalistonia? I don't know. And Glimmer? There ain't no turning back for them. That should be obvious, you know? Yeah, once we get them where we want them, we'll be able to lock them up and throw away the key. That's not how it's gonna end, Red. I don't mean like we put them in a local jail or anything, but we should be able to seal them away with our powers or something. Amy makes a strange face and sighs. That's a possibility. Alex seems a little bothered. I just don't want to lose myself. I really don't get it, but it seems like it's seriously weighing on him. Alex, I have a hard time imagining someone like you losing control, but you do seem troubled by it. Do you want to talk about it? I just want to be able to be in control of my own actions. I know we need to do our best at fighting in order to win, but if we lose control of ourselves as crystal warriors, then how can we prevent ourselves from fighting in unrighteously? I kind of get it. If we don't think about our actions ourselves, it might be too late to fix things if we never do something unforgivable. It's already a pain dealing with my own impulses, but if I'm getting egged on by being a crystal warrior, I don't want that. I don't want to do something unforgivable. I want to protect my friends and my family and everyone from getting hurt, but I want to do that in my way. I want to do that too, even if it leads to a difficult life. I want to fight, vactitiously? I don't know how that word goes. Liam lets out a sigh. Did you both forget this is a hypothetical situation? Liam throws a napkin from the parlor at Alex's face. I know your favorite hobby after basketball is, Catholic guilt, Alex, but you don't need to look for an excuse to bring it up all the time. Liam pulls out a handkerchief out of his pocket and hands it to me. Oh, we get that handkerchief! Oh! I use it to wipe my tears and then sneeze into it. Amber, say something to calm them down. I will, but not for you. Alex, Red, it's good that both of you want to think about something like this, but right now, it's ridiculous. Just because the two of you don't know how to fight doesn't mean you'll be taken advantage of or anything. It just means your heart jewel will lean a hand, you know? At no point will you ever be violent, out of control lunatics. Unless you make the decision for yourselves, you know? I blow into the handkerchief one more time and hand it back to Liam, who draws his hand away from me. Oh. Alex grabs Liam's hand and places the napkin, paper napkin he was given into Liam's hand. That makes sense. I guess I was getting a bit too wild with the hypothetical thinking, bro. Dealing with the two of you together is a trouble greater than the sum of its parts. And yet, you get to tutor the two of us every week, because you just can't get enough of us, right? Liam is about to place his face into his hand, but Alex stops, noticing it's the one handling the napkin Alex used. Speaking of tutoring, how is your homework going, Val? I'm actually almost done with my homework for this week. I needed to take a break. Nearly done? I didn't know you could be that studious, Val. Are you sure you should be taking a break right now? Nah, it's fine. Everyone needs a break, bro. I take them all the time when I'm doing my schoolwork. Yes, and that genuinely leads to being unfinished and you pestering me for an emergency study session so I can help you catch up. Well, that's me, and I'm sure Val will get back to her homework once we're done here. Liam looks at me. You better. I don't need Sophia criticizing me for not magically is this Sophie or Sophia? Criticizing me for not magically raising your grades with the impetus of yourself is on yourself. I will. Even if you want insurance on it, why don't you have a study session after this? That way you can see both me and Alex finish our homework while you're also doing your own. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I'm free on for the next couple hours, so I'm down. I'm not. How come? First, I always finish assignments at the earliest opportunity so I can spend my free time how I want. Secondly, why would I want to spend my time on Saturday making sure you two reach finish lines you could be able to reach on your own? Please, Liam, I'll give you some mazapan afterwards in return. Mazapan? I don't know how Alex intends to bribe Liam with sweets when we're already at an ice cream parlor. Deal. Seriously? Great. So once we're there, the four of us will have a study session at my place. Although it's really only going to be the two of you studying since I'm done and the mutt there is free from academic obligations. Although Amy has spent the last few minutes working on destroying those two towers, I see her gaze sharply rise to Liam. You say that, bro, but those words don't hold much weight from a high schooler. She shoves a huge scoop of ice cream into her jaw. Nasty, but she has the right idea. Better not to let this melt. The rest of us focused on our ice creams, occasionally exchanging comments in between bites. If we want to get any studying done, we won't have all day. Once we finish eating, we go to Alex's car, and I thought about our date. It definitely was more than I expected, but I might have overindulged just a bit. My stomach kind of hurts now, but at least I'm not in Amy's situation. Ugh, you know. Amber, please don't groan like that while I drive. It's distracting. But it hurts, you know. Poor puppy has a stomach ache. Oh, my alarm again. I ought to take my meds before we go off to study. Did I bring them with me? I don't remember. Crap, my stomach twists and I feel nauseous. I feel sick, you know. We know. No, nightmare. Ugh, freaking jerk had to come and make the stomach ache even worse. What, dude? What, didn't you say so? We gotta go. We drive to the location of the monster. This is the first place I transformed at. Amy is half dangling out the window of the back seat, groaning in pain. Everyone else is already here waiting for us. Good afternoon, Crystal Warriors. Ah, it's the little kid. I'm not a child. I'm older than you. By what, 5 minutes? He looks the same age as Alex's kid sister, Abigail. Oh, whatever. Nightmare, attack! Ethan makes sure everyone is in there. Ethan, why is Ethan here? How'd you just get here? Did everyone just, like, get here and, like... No one said anything about everyone being here. The beast is large. Its flat body fills most of the entire street. Its crouched down, webbed claws, and a large-billed nose and a flat paddle-like tail. It makes a low growling noise as it waddles toward us. Transform. Royal Heart, Crystal Heart, Metamorphosis, Revolution. The 7 rainbow jewels bringing hope to the future. We are the Crystal Warriors. And we'll make you repent for your sinful actions. The monster swiftly turns its body and raises its flat tail. The seven of us just barely leap out of the way to dodge. Clumsily rising again, I flee behind a tree and motion for the others to come with me. We need to come up with a plan first. Amber, Amethyst, can you two keep it busy? All right. Amethyst dashes off without question. She summons her hammer and begins swinging it around wildly. Yeah. Amy's face takes on a gross green hue. Girl did. She takes 2 steps forward before splatting face first into the ground. Garnet shakes his head in disappointment at her pitiful display. I guess the 2 towers caught up with her. Right. Citrine, can you cover for her? Sure thing. The 2 of them dash off to distract the beast, and Garnet drags Amber under the tree. Hey, silly goose, over here! Citrine taunts the monster, shaking their tambourine to draw its attention before running off. Hello, hello? Yoo-hoo! Amethyst then smashes the ground with her hammer, causing the ground to quake beneath her. They take turns baiting and taunting it carefully to stay out of the way of the nightmare's reach. Right. He looks at Amber in disappointment and sighs. Well, we don't want a repeat of last time. What do you have in mind, Diamond? I racked my brain for something to start us off with. We have plenty of all of our attacks, but I think it might depend on what we're working with here. So far, the best line of defense I think we have are Sapphire and Emerald's ability to restrain and Citrine's blinding attack. Emerald can also fly, and he's pretty smart, so he's been fairly useful in combat. Hey, Emerald, can you fly around and look for the weak point? Hold on, the nightmare looks like a platypus. Huh? Their eye placement makes it so they can see predators from above. Making him fly will actually make him more likely to be attacked. Whoa, you know a lot about these, don't you, Sapphire? Sapphire? What? Sapphire? Yeah, he said the right name. What the heck? Sapphire. But if it's not a real platypus, it's just a monster. Why would it follow real world rules? It's worth a shot, bro. Besides, me and Ames fought this guy's monsters at least 12 times. And they tend to be pretty easy to predict once you know what they're looking for. Alright, well, their eye placement makes it ideal for seeing predators from above, they also have a hard time seeing below their bill. Platypuses also have sharp venomous spurs on the back of their hind legs. What? Perry the platypus has quills? Only the males, and they're not lethal to humans, okay. That's why Perry is the best platypus. Yes, but it would be a tremendously unpleasant experience, and I'm not sure how my healing grows for poisons. Emerald makes a peculiar expression as if he's trying to remember whether or not he left the bath brother running. I feel like I'm meant to be capable of healing as well. His confidence increases a small amount after saying his thoughts out loud, however, he still seems a bit unsure. But can you handle poison? Because I don't think today should be the day you test that theory out. That being said, if it's a female platypus, there won't be any need to worry. However, the most reliable way to know if it's male or female is to check the hind legs for spurs in the first place. It's better to just treat it as if it's venomous either way. Alright, so we need to lay down and avoid its back feet. We return to the battle where the 2 others are waiting for us. Finally! She whips imaginary sweat from her brows and skips in opposite direction, drawing the monster further away. So, they wobble a bit, trying to maintain their balance from aim, but this is hammer attack. What's the 411, Diamond? Sapphire says we need to avoid its back legs because they might be poisonous, and stay low so it has a tough time seeing us. Sounds simple enough, so we just clobber it up in the face? The monster begins crawling in our direction, swiping its front claws at any opportunity. I draw my sword and clumsily try to parry its attacks. I gotta run in and start punching when the opportunity is clear. Citrine skips to the side, gracefully avoiding each swipe without breaking a sweat. Sapphire blocks the blows with her ice and swiftly dashes forward. With a split second, she begins furiously jabbing at its bill. It's got a pattern. Just count its stomps. 1, 2, 3, slash. Jump away before 3 and it won't hit ya. 1, 2. Garnet has already zipped past, launching the monster back with a powerful kick to the chin. Why did he look so dreamy? It twists its body and lands on its feet, lunging towards us once again. 1, 2, 3. It raises its claw at me, but I slash it away with my sword. 1, 2, now. I rush in as it readies itself for another attack. I launch an uppercut to its flat beak as Amethyst smashes into it with her hammer. The monster crashes backwards once more. This time it struggles to twist itself back. Alright, time to finish this. I feel energy swirling around, gathering into my weapon.
Diamond Rose Aurora!
I slash my blade through the enemy, and explosion of energy bursts from the cut. Alright, this went so smoothly. We didn't even need to use the cannon. Tuh, you're just lucky today was an off day. Next time, I'll be serious. He snaps his fingers and teleports away. That was weird. So, what have you guys been up to? Sophie made me look at disgusting creatures at the museum. Oh, calm down. They were just a few preserved pots. Again, Sophie made me look at disgusting creatures at the museum. Oh, Clover, did you and Zachary end up shopping? She looks down awkwardly and tugs at her wrist cuffs. Oh, Clovesy and I got a bunch of cute stuff from the thrift store. Well, mostly me. I need new stuff anyways. It's not... She stops herself and grumbles something about humbleness while kicking at a small stone. It's because they went to a thrift store. Because they're supposed to be, like, rich or something. What did you do all day, Val? I had a date. A date? With who? Just kidding, guys. Relax. Me, Amy, Alex, and Liam went out for ice cream. And much like the ancient Babylonians who attempted to defy God, Ames tried to defy nature and destroyed herself in her own hubris. Sophie stares blankly. Look at her eyes. It's a long story. It's really not that long. She ate excessively and now she's feeling ill. Oh, shouldn't we help? I often carry medication for stomach relief in my bag. No, she needs to face the consequences of her sinful, gluttonous actions. Don't you agree, Alex? He smirks and turns to Alex, who looks a bit conflicted. On one hand, Liam isn't wrong. Amy should face the consequences of her actions. But Liam is the one who bought her 2 desserts, and he did it on purpose. Now hold on, Liam. Amy might have overindulged a bit. Excessively. Alex didn't do anything wrong, though, and he's gonna be the one dealing with her for the rest of the night. All the more reason for Amber to put up with a stomachache. There's no use arguing with him. He knows exactly what to say to get his way with this one. You're the worst. Alright then. Guess we ought to head back now. We still have tutoring session to get to after all. Liam is leaning against the wall supervising me and Alex as we finish up our homework. I think I have a hang of things now, but I can feel my mind beginning to wander a bit, and I'm still annoyed at Liam for messing with Alex like that. What a jerk. Huh? You okay, bro? You need something? Nothing. I'm bemoaning the fact I have a total status for a tutor. He's not that mean, Val. Besides, he is helping us. Yes, and I don't have to take time out of my schedule to worry about your grades. Besides, Alex is bribing us. You and I both know you guys aren't doing anything else today. I don't know. He makes sure to tend to, his garden. Wait, what? His garden? I don't know. He makes sure to tend to his garden every day. Liam actually has a hobby? Yes, I have hobbies. Now you can He might look like he is a well-to-do white-collar student, but behind that image, there's a man that digs 6 feet under. Bodies? I knew it. The whole proper boy thing is a cover for his dirty work. He just makes sure to cover his tracks. He wears gloves and so it isn't possible to find fingerprints. Even if you have a hound pick out his scent. Alex, now that you mention it, Liam does smell awfully nice. He has the compost bin where he puts his remains, and he makes sure to never let evidence get cold. So he even carries out wasteful disposal for himself, using victims to push up daisies. Why are you both talking as if I'm a mob hitman? Okay. I think that is where we are going to end for today. Okay. That was a really cute little episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's date with Liam, Alex, and Amy/Amber. Hope you enjoyed. I personally, if you can't tell, am on the Liam route. I think Liam is the one that I want to go for, personally, for a romantic relationship, just because I like the frenemies, I like the enemies to lovers trope. So I have to go. I have to go with Liam. I have to. But if you guys have done the other routes, let me know how you enjoyed them down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.